Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Jab Effect. It's Combo Breaker 99. Make sure y'all subscribe. Man, this was a big one, man. This definitely had to be one of the biggest fights of the night, man. Adam Kownacki, a lot of people are going to call this an upset. I didn't really think of it as an upset, but Robert Helenius, he was able to stop Adam in 4 rounds. And it was some good back and forth action, man. It's everything you want to see in just like a back and forth fight. A lot of people that just want to see, people that aren't really, fans of the sweet science that just want to see fights, this is for you. I love to watch the sweet science, but I also love entertaining fights. And this was an entertaining fight, but I also, like I said, I don't really call this an upset because I've seen Robert Helenius before and what he's capable of. I've always said he had underrated power and skill. He's just never like raised to that level, that level of the Klitschko's or, even like Povetkins, back in the day. He scored some good knockouts before, like even over Sam Peter. I remember watching that fight. He has underrated power. But Adam Kownacki, again, like I said, it wasn't an upset because if you really watch his style closely, his defense is his offense. His defense is just being able to throw a lot of punches and, overwhelm guys to the point that they can't get anything off because he's tough. He's not really a hard puncher or concussive puncher. He just throws a lot of punches. And while he's throwing these punches, you're just taking him because when you throw 1 or 2 back, he can take these shots. But, I've always said to myself, what's going to happen when he faces a guy with real pop in his shots? This is what's going to happen. So it wasn't really an upset if you know skill, skill for skill boxing, if you know what Adam Kownacki's bringing to the table. Because he's in the top 10 in heavyweights, but I've always said that if he faces even a guy like Deontay Wilder, people talked about Wilder's skill, but Wilder had the ability not to take a lot of hits like that. He was dependent on his power, but he wasn't always going in their head first like Adam Kownacki was doing. Even not Chris Arreola, but even Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is a skill-based puncher, so he's not just going in there crazy, taking a lot of shots. But if you go back and look at this fight, man, right from the first round, Adam Kownacki, he had a good start. He was doing what he's used to doing, just kind of walking his opponent down and throwing heavy accumulation of punches. And, he was catching Robert Helenius in the beginning. He was catching Helenius with some good shots, good jabs, knocking his head back and reddening the nose of Helenius, So Helenius, he looked a little bit overwhelmed, but he started getting his foot under him. He saw that Adam was there to be hit, so he started firing his jab down the middle and landing his right hand over the side. But Adam Kownacki was landing some good body shots too. That's why I was thinking that he might be able to overwhelm Helenius early and, maybe take him out because he was landing some vicious body shots. Now, he was landing that good right hook to the body and just really pressing Helenius to the ropes. But in that second round, this is where I really kind of opened up and said, Adam Kownacki, if he doesn't get knocked out in this fight, if he takes on a guy like definitely if he takes on a guy like Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury, if they continue to land their hard punches on him, they'll definitely knock him out. Because there was some back and forth moments in the second round where I was giving it to Adam Kownacki, but there was a point whenever Helenius backed into the ropes and he caught him real good. He caught Adam with the uppercut. It was just so quick that, a lot of people didn't see it. When he caught him, Adam kind of went back. A lot of people thought he was just kind of regrouping, throw more punches, but he was kind of hurt there. And then Helenius just started firing off the jab. He started firing like 1-2, 1-2. And you could see the reaction from Adam Kownacki. I was like, man, if there was just a little bit more pop on those shots, like if that was an AJ, he would have been out of there. But Helenius stayed on him. He just stayed firing those shots. He kept him honest. He never like took pop off of his shots or got discouraged. Into the third round, it was more back and forth action, but Adam Kownacki was giving a lot, but he was taking a lot. I think he won that third round, off of the body shots because he was landing some vicious shots. You could see that red. You could see the rib cage is red by Helenius on his left side, but he hung in there, man. He didn't really expend too much energy. He knew how to clinch, and he was just holding on and again throwing heavy economical shots. But in that fourth round, man, like I think Adam Kownacki, he just got a little winded, and he was also taking a lot of shots. And as Helenius went into the ropes, he kind of spun out and Adam Kownacki kind of went off of balance and he fell. But that fall was just to show you that he was kind of exhausted because as soon as he got back up, he got hit with a 2-piece in that left hook and he went right down. He went down on his back. It wasn't even like he got rocked. He just went flat on his back like he was just about out. But he got up, he beat the count, and Helenius just unloaded on him, man. And I was just like, here it goes, man. Like, I know Helenius has that power to knock this guy out. Like, it was coming, man. But after maybe like 7 more shots, you know, some good right hands, referee just stepped in, because I was like, yeah, it's time to step in and stop it, man. So in that 4th round, he did the right thing. The referee did the right thing to stop it. Adam Kownacki definitely looked like he was hurt. He didn't argue, but he was definitely in there taking a beating. I mean, he was giving one, but he was also taking one, you know. And for somebody, Kownacki, he's learning that now. I think it's good he's learning that now, because I wish he would have learned it a few years ago, but he's definitely seeing that, man. There are levels to this, man. You just can't go in there head first, especially in the heavyweight division. You know, you got to stop leading with your head, man. Like, these high accumulation of punches you're throwing, guys on that top level, they're going to know how to weather that or tie up or clinch. You know, and Helenius, he showed us what he could do. When those combinations are coming at him, he was just tying him up most of the time. He stopped him and tied him up, and then just firing straight jabs and right hands down the middle until he caught him, you know, until he exhausted him. And Adam Kownacki, he's tough, but like I said, man, it takes more than toughness. I told people that, you know, somebody asked me about Kownacki, how what I thought of him. I was like, well, he's still got a lot to learn, but at the same time, being in the top 10, I don't know if he's gonna really want to feel like he needs to go back and learn. You know, he's gonna keep riding the wave until he gets stopped. You know, he's gonna ride that wave. Like, if he got past Helenius, he's gonna keep doing what he does until he gets in there with like a Tyson Fury or Wilder. He gets knocked out really cold, you know. But this was kind of that step, you know, this was kind of that fight that was supposed to be a stepping stone, but what happened just happened. And, you know, it happened for a reason. You know, it all happened for a reason. Helenius, you know, showed him that, hey, I may be a little bit older, for about 5 years older, and, you know, he's been in the game a little bit longer, but he showed you that, yo, technique is important. You know, technique is very, very important in boxing. And in this heavyweight division, you're always one punch away from getting knocked out. So, again, it wasn't really an upset to me. You know, it was coming. You know, it was coming, man. You know, being in the top 10 with this type of style, you're going to get knocked out. But, yeah, man, overall, though, it was a good fight. It was definitely a good fight. I know they'll probably, you know, PBC will probably label this as like upset of the year, but like I said, it wasn't really an upset, man. You know, if you know how styles make fights, and you know the type of pressure fighter Kownacki is, and the precision puncher that Robert Helenius is, this just spelt that type of loss for him, man. But yeah, man, that's really all I got on this one. Like I said, it was probably the best fight of the night, you know. As far as boxing matches, you know, that was going down. You know, there's a couple other heavyweight fights I'll probably talk about. You know, F.A. Jagba, he bounced back with another knockout win, stoppage win. Another very brutal beating he gave out too, man. But I'll talk about that in another video. But like I said, guys, you know, make sure y'all subscribe here. I'll be doing more videos here on the Jab Effect. You know, also subscribe to Combo Breaker 99, my other YouTube channel. And yeah, over there, man, like I said, I always talk women's MMA and boxing. So just subscribe. I'll be back with some more videos. I'm out. Peace.